Have you ever wondered why you feel the need to grab your phone all the time? Why do you reach for junk food even when you're not hungry? Or why it's so hard to stop scrolling late at night? It's not your fault. The world around you is built to pull you in and to keep you hooked. Today, we are going to talk about something that is shaping our lives without us even knowing: the economy of addiction. In this video, we will explore a few important things. First, how different industries, food, tech, healthcare, and media make money by keeping you hooked. Then, we will see the history behind how businesses have always used addiction to grow bigger. After that, we'll talk about how companies today design products that keep pulling you back without you even noticing. And finally, we'll see how new medicines and technology are changing the future and what this could mean for all of us. So, let's dive in. Because once you see the pattern, you'll never look at the world the same way again. Chapter 1: The Hidden Game Behind the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, which is the final and biggest game of the NFL season, is often seen as just a football match. But it's much more than that. It's one of the biggest shows in America, watched by millions every year. But the real game isn't just happening on the field, it's happening in your mind. While the players are competing, companies are also competing for your attention. They spend millions of dollars to show ads for fast food, beer, betting apps, and delivery services. Famous celebrities appear in these ads to make the products look cool, fun, and hard to resist. Today, the Super Bowl is not just about football. It's a huge event built to make you want more, buy more, and keep coming back for more. And there's an even bigger truth behind all this. Companies today don't just want a few moments of your time, they want your daily habits. They want you to choose their products without even thinking about it. They want to become part of your everyday life. The Super Bowl is just one strong example of how businesses are shaping the way we think and act. But how did we get here? How did addiction become the backbone of major industries? And that brings us to part 2: how addiction became the business model. For years, people have said we live in an attention economy where companies make money by grabbing your focus. But today, it's about more than just attention. It's about building dependence, keeping you coming back to products and services repeatedly. Industries across the board are part of this. Media companies keep you glued to screens. Food companies design meals that make you eat more than you need. Healthcare companies step in to treat the damage caused by bad habits. Gambling, alcohol, and tobacco businesses offer fast highs that leave you needing another hit soon after. This isn't a side effect of doing business, it is the heart of their business. And it's been that way for centuries. In the 1700s, sugar and rum were key to building empires through the brutal slave trade. In the 1800s, Britain flooded China with opium to create widespread addiction and make massive profits. In the 1900s, tobacco companies made smoking seem glamorous and healthy through clever advertising. The pattern is clear. Businesses that can hook people to a repeating need earn unbelievable returns. Marlboro cigarettes helped Altria deliver a 265 million% return for investors. Coca-Cola delivered 12 million%. Even Kroger, the grocery chain, went up 2.8 million%. Turning human needs into constant behaviors has always been one of the most profitable strategies in history. But here's the real question: how do companies today design products to keep us hooked without even realizing it? And which leads us to part 3: how products are designed to hook you. The food industry shows us one of the clearest examples of this strategy. Today's processed foods aren't just made to taste good, they are scientifically engineered to keep you eating. Scientists have found the perfect mix of salt, sugar, fat, and crunch that hits the pleasure centers of your brain without making you feel full. Instead of satisfying you, these foods keep you wanting more. And the impact is everywhere. Studies show that 20% of American adults show signs of food addiction. Regularly eating processed food raises your risk of early death by 25%. Around 40% of Americans are now obese. And here is the most interesting part: the same companies that sell unhealthy food also own the solutions. Heinz bought Weight Watchers. Unilever bought Slim Fast. Nestle bought Jenny Craig. The owners of Cinnabon and Carvel bought Atkins Nutritionals. They profit from both the problem and the supposed cure. Healthcare is another industry that now profits from this endless cycle. After food companies fill you with bad habits, pharmaceutical companies step in with expensive drugs. New medicines like GLP-1 drugs lower hunger by changing how your brain responds to food. People using these medicines spend about 11% less on food and drinks. There's even an economic effect. If 60 million obese Americans took GLP-1 drugs, it could add about 1% to the total size of the US economy. Healthcare is no longer just about curing sickness, it's about managing lifelong dependence. Meanwhile, technology companies have built similar loops with our phones. Years ago, people reached for cigarettes after meals. Today, we reach for our phones. Adults get about 46 notifications per day, and teens get about 237 notifications a day. These numbers show how deeply phones have been built into our habits. Apple earns about half its money from iPhone sales. Google's Android powers almost three quarters of all smartphones worldwide. Even the so called digital wellness tools designed to reduce screen time are often built in ways that don't really help. Because companies still make more money the longer you stay glued to your screen. So, how are new addictions in the tech world affecting us? And what's the future of this? And that brings us to part 4, how the future is being shaped by new addictions. TikTok is the clearest example of where we are headed. Unlike old social media apps, where you mainly saw posts from friends, TikTok feeds you whatever grabs your brain's attention the fastest. It's like a slot machine built into your pocket, giving you dozens of dopamine hits every hour. Some research even shows that TikTok users can become addicted in just 35 minutes. TikTok's own studies admit that the app can hurt sleep, focus, schoolwork, and real world relationships. But the longer you stay, the more money they make. So don't expect it to slow down. And it's not just food, phones, or medicines. Technology today also supercharges fear and hate. Our brains naturally divide the world into us and them. But social media, and fast messaging tools make these divisions sharper and spread them faster. 80 years ago, during World War II, propaganda and new media tools fueled mass violence. Today, social media can spread anger, lies, and panic around the world in seconds. If we don't learn to control these powerful tools, they might end up controlling us. In every part of our lives, from what we eat to what we watch, what we feel to what we buy, companies are silently shaping our habits. They want us trapped in loops, returning automatically to their products, their platforms, and their ads. And every year, their tactics grow smarter, faster, and harder to resist. But there's hope. You can break free. The first step is seeing the trap for what it is. The second step is making different choices. It might be small, pausing before reaching for your phone, choosing whole foods over processed ones, or just taking a moment to think before reacting. But every choice you make is a step toward regaining control. In a world designed to control your mind, staying awake and aware is the true act of rebellion. Self control is your superpower, and clarity is your path to freedom. Thank you for watching. Stay sharp, stay strong, and above all, stay free. And if you learned something new, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more deep dives like this, and see you in the next one.